Hello, I'm Sally Savasco from Online Profit Tools, and today I'm super excited because I'm here with Mike Cowles, who has taught me a tremendous amount about online marketing, and today he's going to be sharing some incredible tips and tricks and information about list building. So I'm really excited to turn it over to you, Mike, to take over and show us some things about list magic.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, thanks so much for having me on. I really appreciate it. And, we've talked about it before, but you are one of my favorite coaching students. So it's an honor to finally be able to hear your voice and have some fun and put out some great content.
Thank
So,
you.
so all right. So, first thing is, as I always try and whenever I'm doing any teaching, is to meet people where they're at. And while I want to share some medium to advanced strategies, I also want to make sure that I just kind of cover some of the basics. And so, the first thing is, most people have heard the money's in the list and that kind of thing, but to kind of define what it is, what's list building. Um, Basically, what we're doing when we're building a list is we're building a list of email subscribers. We're not building a list of names, okay? We're not building a list of phone numbers or addresses. That can happen in the future, and that's great, and it's a good idea too. But initially, and really, this is really all you need in order to have a super plentiful, profitable full-time income. Is all we have to do is build a list of emails. So the first thing, as far as building up that list, is you're exchanging something that is valuable and that's also targeted to your specific audience in exchange for their email address. And the way we do this is on a squeeze page where normally there's just a headline like free video reveals how to do something, enter your email address for instant access, that kind of thing. Or one that I like a lot is how to do blank in a certain amount of time with blank. So, like an example might be if you're, in the weight loss niche, you might say something like, how to lose 10 pounds in the next 7 days without dieting or without exercising or something like that. And, that is a refreshing, straightforward approach that a lot of people appreciate because they're just like, yep, that's what I want. Here's my email. And so, the results that I've gotten from my testing and my students' testing has been that you should be able to get that up to 40%, um, you know pretty quickly, almost out of the gate. And one of the things that a lot of people don't necessarily realize about list building is the value, to kind of give you a perspective on this, is typically it's $1 per subscriber per month. So if you have 500 people on your list, you should be making $500 a month from that list. So does that make sense?
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
Okay. So the goal of this training is to show you how to make a list of at least 3,000 people in the next 30 days. So for most people, if they're making $3,000 a month, you know, they could quit their job or at least, cut it back, from full time to part time, maybe bring home a spouse, maybe start getting out of debt, whatever it is.
Yeah,
So,
it's life changing. Sure.
yeah. So, so this next, I guess you'd call it a module in the mind map is lookers versus buyers. And this is a big difference that a lot of people don't realize is that the value of a looker is roughly $1 per month, like we said. So if you have, 3,000 subscribers that haven't bought anything from you, then you should be making roughly $3,000 a month. But a buyer is worth 10 times that. Okay. So if you have 3,000 subscribers, that's like making $30,000 a month. So, the goal here, just being realistic, you always want to pray for the best and plan for the worst, is not to have 3,000 buyers in a month, but some of that list of 3,000 people are going to be buyers. So, like for me, I make a lot more than $1 per subscriber on my list because a lot of people that are on my list, like you, Sally, have bought a bunch of my products. They buy one, they're like, that was awesome. Let me buy another one. Okay, he's consistent. Great. Let me buy everything he's got because I need it all. Um,
Absolutely.
so, you want to follow that same model as far as what you're providing for people that are on your list to make sure that, they become those rabid fans because you know them, you love them, you're protecting them, you know. So, the other element as far as on a technical side is to segment your list from lookers to buyers. So we'll talk more about that in a bit. But the way to build your list is all going to come down to two things, which is traffic and conversions. Okay, you get people in front of your squeeze page offer, and you split test it in order to get it to convert. Now, the absolute minimum you want to get for your squeeze page for a conversion rate is 25%. Okay, so that's one out of every four people that come to your site should be saying, heck yes, here's my email address, I want what you're offering. So the things to split test as far as getting those conversions are obviously your headline, rewording it, things like I want this versus I need this, this is incredible versus this is amazing, things like that. Um, because it's free. There's no price to split test. If it was an offer, like where you're paying for it, the price is going to be the biggest differentiating factor for your split testing. Um, so that the headline is one. Another that typically is going to add 10 to 20% to your opt-in rate is having an exit pop-up. So in other words, let's say we've got a page that says something like, how to lose 10 pounds in the next 7 days without dieting. And if they say, I'm not really interested in that, I like dieting, I eat healthy already. Well, when they go to leave, you could have an exit pop-up that says, did you know this strategy works without exercise too? Click here to see how it works. Okay. You're hitting them with a different angle, but it's the same offer. And by doing this, a lot of times you can, they're going to leave anyway. They don't know you anyway. There's no way to get in touch with them if they leave anyway. So there's nothing wrong with having, a single exit pop up. Now, sometimes people go over the line and they'll have 3 or 4 or 5 exit pop ups. To
Or
me,
6.
yeah, to me that's obnoxious. It's rude. It's inconsiderate and everything else. It's like when you go to McDonald's, they might say, would you like fries with that? But they're not going to beat you up and say, well, how about the chicken sandwich? Have you tried that? No. Well, how about an apple pie? Have you tried that? No. How about a cookie? Would you like that? Then you'd be like, I'm never going to McDonald's again. But there's nothing wrong with, saying, hey, would you like something to drink with that? Because they know you're going to be thirsty, and to them, it makes more sense and it's more profitable too. So, um, as far as traffic goes, okay, there's free traffic and there's paid traffic. And one of the things that people tend to do when they first look at making money online or working from home is, for some reason, they all think that free traffic is going to be better than paid traffic. And the thing to understand is that free traffic is the most expensive traffic because it takes your time. And, when you're doing whatever you do for a living, you're probably making more than $4 an hour. Okay? Let's say you make
Hopefully.
minimum wage in the US, I think is around $9 an hour. Well, if you do free traffic, you just cut your income in half. Okay? Because there are people out there that will do the same exact things that you need to do for free traffic for $4 an hour. Okay? And so if you kind of get that out of your head of, doing the free traffic all the time and instead focus on paid traffic, then you can not only make more money and be a better steward of your time and your talents, but you can also scale it up a whole lot more. So,
Maybe
paid,
have more control over it.
yes, exactly. So, and the key with paid traffic is, to start small and split test it like crazy, okay, so that you can see what converts the best. And and when it comes to building your list, there's kind of two different things that we're going to talk about. One of them is instant profits, and these are the profits that are going to pay for your paid traffic. And then there's ongoing profits, which is where the really big money is, and this is how we earn a living and get to quit our jobs and do whatever it is we want to do. But initially, The big thing is that instant profit so that you can pay for your traffic because when you pay for your traffic, you're getting paid to build your list. And when you're getting paid to build your list, you're getting paid to make money. Okay, so that's a phrase that I think God honestly put that in my mind about a week or two ago, which kind of summarizes what you want to filter your business steps into, which is get paid to make money. So, for instance, as an example, let's say you wanted to learn how to use Google AdWords, and Perry Marshall's got a membership group which is like $500 a month. Well, you could say what most people say if they're willing to do that, which is, well, okay, so I'm going to join this group. I'm going to do it for 6 months. I'm going to be out $3,000, but at the end of that 6 months, you know, I'm going to be really good at this, and then I can start contacting people to do their AdWords or do my own AdWords and start making money at 6 months. That's not getting paid to make money. Getting paid to make money is to go to your list and say, hey, in uh, 60 days, I'm going to be coming out with a product on, or a course on, or a workshop on AdWords. We're going to be covering how to set it up, how to split test it, how to make sure you're making money, how to stay in Google's good graces, whatever it is, right? And you can pre-order it right now for only $47 instead of $197. That's 75% off. And because you're pre-ordering it, that's why you're getting the special deal. Once that 60 days comes, whatever the date is, then you're going to be getting 9 videos, the audios. I'm going to transcribe them for you. I'm also going to give you a quick start guide, and you're going to get all of that. And the price is probably going to go up from that 197 after I get people's feedback on it as well. So the deal is you'll get it at this special rate if you pre-order it, as long as you commit to giving me your feedback on the actual course, what you love about it, what areas it could be improved on, that kind of thing. So now, what happens? You get paid before you ever make the product, before you ever spend a dime on the training, and that actually pays for your training. So you're getting paid to make money. Now, once you're done, A, people are going to love your product, B, you now know how to do AdWords, and C, you have all these raving testimonials. So does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes great sense.
Yeah, so it's a whole different mindset from how most people, are trying to make money, which is trading hours for dollars, or even worse,
Hmm.
trading, dollars for hopefully future hours. So, when it comes back to building your list, focus on, even if you're not making money initially and you're just breaking even or even losing some money, that you are building up an asset that you can do that with over and over again. So when it comes to building your list initially and getting those instant profits, it's going to come down to your OTO, which is your one-time offer, and then your upsell. So the example of the weight loss niche, once they opt in, you show them a video or whatever it is, give them a report, whatever it is and I suggest video, by the way. Video is the fastest, easiest way to deliver content that people are going to engage with the most and relate to you the most. So once they see that video where you say, here's the tip, here's the strategy, all you have to do is blah, 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 and then you'll get this result, okay? Now you can transition into a one-time offer where, just like we talked about, learning AdWords, hey, you can pre-order this, save 75%, as long as you commit to giving me a testimonial with your feedback, what you love, what could be improved, then you get this special offer. Well, an OTO is under that same format where you're saying, now that you know how to do this, you're going to want to know how to, whatever, cook awesome food that's going to be healthy, or, have fun doing things that you're already doing but burn calories instead of having to go to the gym, whether it's, when you vacuum, turn on some, loud samba music and dance while you vacuum,
That's a
whatever it
good
is.
idea. I might need to try that.
Right, maybe it's, walk your dog for, 2 blocks instead of 1 block. You're still having fun, you're still out there, but you're not having to go to the gym and lift weights and, get all sweaty. Um, so, that OTO is, this deal is either A, right now before you close this page, you have to pay for it to get it, or within the next 24 hours, 48 hours, 72 hours, that kind of thing. And what that does is that'll increase your conversion rate because of the scarcity. It's just like if a store says, we have a 4th of July sale this weekend only, it's over on Monday or, Sunday at midnight, whatever it is. Right now, if you come into, ABC store, you can buy one, get one free, or you can get 75% off, or, whatever. So that type of scarcity will really make a big difference. And then your upsell is for the people that say yes to that OTO. Those are the only people that are going to see that. And that upsell is geared towards the people that are saying in their mind, you know what, I'm serious about this and I'm going to do whatever it takes to get this result. And I'm willing to invest and I'm happy to invest as long as I can, get these results. So that upsell should be a higher price point, 97, 197, 497, 997, whatever it is, but it should obviously match the value and help speed up the results that they're looking for. But if you do this and you split test it and you get feedback from your list, then this will start to convert to the point where it's making you much more than you're spending on your paid traffic. So now you're getting paid to build your list, which lines up with getting paid to make money. Make sense?
Yes, makes perfect sense.
All right, awesome. So now for ongoing profits, okay, this is going to be a great little strategy for your follow-ups. Now, there's actually a couple different things. There's your instant follow-ups, and we'll talk about the long-term follow-ups as well. But your instant follow-ups, the first one's going to be something like, thanks for taking me up on my offer. Here's the link that I promised you when they opted in. Okay, so maybe it's the link to the video or whatever, and that link is going to go back to the OTO. So in other words, maybe they didn't have time to watch it all, maybe they got disconnected, maybe something came up at work and they just said, I'm going to check this out later. So, you're pointing them back to that OTO. But you also want to add that scarcity factor. So like follow up with a timer or something like, remember, you only have 24 hours or 48 hours or whatever it is to get this special offer. After that, the price is going to go up to this. You can still get it, but the special offer is only if you act now, right? Now, that will increase your conversions as well. So you've got people, they opt in, and then they see this OTO. Some of them are going to say yes, some of them are going to say no, some of them aren't going to see it. So the people that say no, not right now, okay, they may, go back to work and then later, be walking by, a big window which has a reflection of them and go, oh my God, look at how fat I look. That's it. I'm gonna get that thing that he offered or she offered or whatever. Or, if it's a money making thing, maybe they're gonna say, I can't afford this right now, and then they get paid or they get a bonus or they see something sold on eBay or whatever it is that's gonna change their circumstance where they're gonna go, you know what, I really should grab that one-time offer. And because you made it, hey, you have 24 hours or 48 or whatever, now when they get that follow-up email, now they're going to be more likely to grab it. Now, you can really put this on steroids by having a follow-up series of like 3 to 5 emails where, first day is, thanks for taking me up on my offer, here's your link, don't forget, you got, 3 days to take advantage of this offer, okay? The next day, they get another email saying, hey, by the way, one of my, coaching students that, took my aerobics class or whatever, lost 72 pounds in only, 60 days and went from a size 8 gazillion to a size 4, and she completely attributed it to my course. Click here now to get it for half off. Remember, you only have 1 day left to take advantage of this. And then the next day, they get another email that says, Bob was the size of an elephant, and now he looks like Brad Pitt, and it only took him 12 minutes a day. Today's the last day to grab it. By the way, I wasn't going to mention this, but there's a special surprise bonus of whatever that you also get if you act now. This is the last day to get it at this special rate. And so what happens when you do this is, um, whenever you have a deadline, the spontaneous combustion happens on that deadline. So it's like when the sale ends Sunday at midnight, Sunday at 10 o'clock at night, that's when everybody's going out there with the hair curlers in their hair and, clawing at each other to get the last, whatever microwave that's on sale at Walmart or whatever it is. So, just be ready for that and understand that the more you focus on that deadline of you only have, people will really take a lot of action then. So that's when it really, and that's all automated, by the way. So that really will help increase your list building and your profit in your list building. So,
That's what I love about this, the automation.
yep. So now you're getting right into the very next thing, which is getting free. So once you start to make a profit on this, okay, or if you've already got a little bit of money in the bank or whatever, then what you want to do is you want to automate all these different things that I have listed here, which I'll go through in a second, so that you're not having to deal with this. So what you want to do is you want to get an assistant. And like in the Philippines, for instance, you could hire somebody to do basic managerial, secretarial type work for about 250 bucks a month for like part-time. Okay, we're talking like 20 hours a week, which is plenty of time to do this for one person. Okay, so for 250 bucks a month, okay, you're getting 100% of your freedom. And what they're doing is they're logging in every day and they're checking the traffic results. Okay, you had, you know, 488 people visit your site. Okay, in the split test, squeeze page A did better than squeeze page B. Offer 1 did better than offer 2. That kind of thing. They're telling you your conversion rate was, 29% on this page and 38% on that page. Your sales conversions for your OTO and for your upsell, what those are converting at. So you're getting all this, so you know exactly what to do next as far as your split testing. So you can go to them and say, you know what, let's try a higher price point. Make it 47 instead of 37, see how that does. You know what, let's tell them about the bonus. Or, you know what, let's tell them there's a surprise bonus and not tell them what it is and see which one converts better. And they can make those changes and do all those things for you. Now, the other thing that they can do, which is really, really great, and this is a strategy I learned from Joe Lavery, super smart guy. He's the guy who created Cart Freak, is you can have them subscribe to a WSO of the day, whether it's JVZoo or WSO Pro or whatever. And those guys are already great copywriters, they're great salespeople, they already know the products, they already see the stats, they already know it's a good product, that kind of thing. And then let's say it's through JVZoo as an example, then your assistant will just copy that entire email that she got. So like, let's say it's Monday morning and it says WSO of the day is Mike Cowell's affiliate link magic, okay? And there's like 2 or 3 paragraphs. We'll say Mike's awesome at creating software. This one lets you build your list while sending affiliate traffic directly to a sales page. It's really cool. Check out the 30-second demo video or whatever. Well, she would copy that exact same thing, put it into your Get Response account to mail it out, and then put your affiliate link for JVZoo for that product. So like you don't have to touch it, you don't have to write any copy, you don't have to think about anything, and this gets mailed out to your list. And keep in mind that the people that are on your list are not also on JVZoo's list. Some of them maybe, there may be a little bit of overlap, but especially if they like you more because you listen or you're more personal or whatever, then they're going to buy through your link. So it becomes a hands-free way to promote on a daily basis. So the other element to that, which makes people want to buy more from you than from anybody else, is the whole bonus special offers. And what I mean by that is you can, instead of just saying something like, hey, here's an awesome product, check it out, you could say, hey, here's a great piece of software for creating e-covers as an example. And if you buy through my link in the next 48 hours or before December 1st or whatever the date is, what I'll do is I'll give you these 250 graphics that are super high quality and include the Photoshop files or whatever, that you can use with this e-cover software to make them look even better. Here's just a few of the graphics that you're going to get, and show them some of them. Show them a bunch of them, and then say, so let me demo this software real quick and show you how cool this is, how easy it is, how it looks. And now when we add these graphics that we're including, you get all that as well. And the graphics are valued at 3 times the cost of the product. Okay, so we're getting into affiliate marketing, but really that's it's critical to understand affiliate marketing when you do list building. Otherwise, you just have a list of potential cash flow. So when you get to be at that point, then you become a super affiliate where people look forward to your emails. They open them right away because they know there's time sensitive offers and everything else. So that's the big key as far as getting free. Now, as far as tools of the trade, what we need to do in order to use all these things and make them happen, the number one tool is Get Response. Okay, now there's other autoresponder services out there like Aweber or MailChimp or whatever. I've looked at all of them, okay, and I've tried all of them. I used Aweber for 10, 12 years. And in my opinion, right now, from the ones I know of, Get Response is the best one. Okay, it's got a mobile app, which is great on like your iPhone or your Android, where you can go in there, you can see your stats, you can see split test results, you can make new emails. Very, very easy to use. They have really good customer support. Their pricing's better than Aweber, and very, very easy to set up. And in this mind map, you can click on any one of these tools that we're talking about in order to be able to see them and to get in there. Now, the next one is, and this is a shameless plug, this is my own product. It's called Ultimate PageMaker. And Ultimate PageMaker lets you create those squeeze pages and those one-time offer pages and those upsell pages in seconds versus
And
needing.
download pages.
Yeah, yeah, and your download pages, your thank you pages, confirmation pages, all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And not only can you use templates that are already in there, which look great, but you can also create your own templates and then save them for future use. So like maybe you put your contact information and your picture in there. Why would you want to have to do that over and over again every time versus
Mm-hmm.
just saying, hey, use template 1, it already has your picture in there. So that's a big, big time saver and very user friendly, especially if you're new. Um,
I love that tool.
Cool, cool. And I get that feedback, from a ton of people. And the reason I created it was because there was other, comparable software out there that did some really cool things, but there was a huge learning curve, or they were buggy, or whatever. And so I wanted to have something that was really simple that anybody starting out would be able to just run with it. So the next tool, the trade, is actually it's not a tool, it's a resource for hiring people, and that's Fiverr, and that's Fiverr.com. There's 2 R's in that word, Fiverr. And with Fiverr, what you want to do is you can use this for um, getting around the whole technical limitations if you're new, or if you just don't want to waste the time with it. So like for instance, if you're like, great, I want to build a list, but I don't want to mess with Get Response. I don't want to learn how to set up a form or the follow-up series or whatever. I just want to have somebody else do that. Well, your assistant can do that, but it's going to be more like $400 a month instead of $250 a month to hire an assistant that has those web design skills. Okay, the things that they're doing, this whole traffic results, split test results, stuff like that. That's all stuff that anybody can do, whether they've got experience or not. But on Fiverr, they have people that are like, dude, whatever your web design challenge is, your HTML, your PHP, your MySQL, whatever it is, they're awesome at it. And they do it on a rating system, and they don't get more jobs, or gigs is what they call them, unless if they have good feedback. So they're bending over backwards to make sure that they over deliver and do it quickly. So whether it's setting up your site, setting up your autoresponder, any of those things, let the guy on Fiverr do it instead of pulling your hair out. Okay.
Yeah. And you
And
can sort by rating as well. Sort by the category and then sort by rating so you can get the best to rise to the top.
absolutely, absolutely. Um, That's a good point. When you first go to Fiverr and you type in, for example, WordPress, if you want help with a WordPress site, the very first thing you click on is rating versus popular, because rating is going to tell you the feedback from the buyers, so that you're getting somebody that's got a good reputation. All right, so then the next one is Magic Countdown, and this is a timer that works with WordPress, where, like we talked about before, for your ongoing profits, where you have those follow-up emails to say, hey, you only have 3 days, you only have 2 days. If you don't have Magic Countdown, then you're kind of not lying, but it's not legit. Okay, really, it's lying. Let's just call it what it is. Um, because what happens is, if they go back, a week later, a month later, that offer is still going to be there. But with Magic Countdown, it's based on that person's computer. So, like,
Right.
if they go back there, let's say the offer's over in 3 days, and they go back there in 4 days, it's going to forward to, either an expired page or the full price page or whatever. So Magic Countdown automates all that for you, and it's a really great looking big timer. So another great tool for increasing your sales in a huge way. And then the last tool before we wrap it up as far as the training goes is PrettyLink Pro. Now, PrettyLink Lite will is a great tool, and what it'll do is it'll track your number of visitors, as well as number of unique visitors, and it'll also cloak your links, so that instead of having a long link, it could be sally.com/offer or whatever. But what PrettyLink Pro does is it will also let you split test your offers. Okay, so you can have it where it'll rotate between squeeze page 1, squeeze page 2, but the person that's clicking on the link only sees one link. So, and it'll give you a full report of everything. You can set it up so quickly. I mean, it was such a refreshing thing. I was actually going to create a piece of software for split testing, because I was so frustrated with all the split testing software out there having problems. And then in the process, I found PrettyLink Pro, and I was like, oh, I had no idea that the Pro version did that. And when I checked it
I
out,
didn't
it,
know
it
that
works
either.
great. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So, really, really important when you do your list building, your marketing in general, your paid traffic, if you have free traffic where your assistant's doing it or whatever, is to split test everything. And with PrettyLink Pro, you can also do things like, change the weight, meaning WEIGHT. So, like, you could say, I want 25% of the people to see this offer, 25% to see this one, and 50% to see this one, whatever you want to do. And it'll split test the traffic to drive them to exactly where you want. So that's it. So just I really want to give everybody listening to this some hope. That you can build up a list of 3,000 people in 30 days, very, very realistically, by following these strategies. So it's going to take a little bit of an investment in order to get the tools. So, like, Get Response, you can try it for free for 30 days, or maybe it's $1 for 30 days. Ultimate PageMaker, you can get for right now, at the time of this recording, you can get it for $37 for a single site. Fiverr is, depending on how many gigs you need, it's $5. Magic Countdown, I believe it's the same thing, $37 for a single site. And PrettyLink Pro is your most expensive one. That's $97 for the developers if you're going to put it on multiple sites. But I think you can also do it for, I may be wrong, but I think it's $47 for a single site. So for a couple $100, you have everything set up, you're ready to rock, and now you can pay for traffic. And you know, there's multiple different sources of traffic, whether it's Facebook ads, Google ads, solo ads, banner ads, whatever. But when you split test it from the start, you're going to do way better. and you're going to get to that point of instant profits, really, really within about 3 to 5 mailings. Okay. So 3 to 5, whatever it is, ads you're putting out, solo ads you're putting out, banner ads you're putting out, Google ads, Facebook ads, whatever it is, within about 3 to 5, you should be, if you're split testing everything and you're making intelligent choices, you should be able to reach that point of breaking even. And now you're getting paid to do more split testing to where it's going to be bigger profits, like your upsells and your OTOs and everything else. And now you can really go gangbusters. So, like, as an example, in the past, I think it was 2 days, I added 350 people to one list with paid traffic and split testing. So that's 350 people. So let's say that's roughly 200 people a day. Okay. So you're way, way, way over that 3K list point. And that's a new site, by the way. That's just an example for my coaching students that I'm putting together. So to reach that 3,000 list, okay, is out of 30 days. I'm bad with math, Sally. You may have to help me. How many people is that a day? Is that 30 people adding to your list a day?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. So, 30 people a day to your list means that you're paying for 100 visitors if your site is converting at 30%.
Right.
Okay. So 100 visitors you can get for around 20 to 40 bucks through most advertising. Okay. And again, we're talking targeted traffic where people want what you're offering, you know, and you're on your way. So you're on your way to being free.
Absolutely. And the thing is, you're going to pay now or pay later if you put these things into place
Mm-hmm.
and you follow these steps. The investment will pay it back in spades much sooner than if you flounder around and don't test things and just keep throwing like the shotgun effect, just throwing everything against the wall and hoping something sticks.
Yeah, 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 and with the internet versus the brick and mortar businesses where you have to buy 1,000 pairs of each kind of shoes or whatever it is, or a ton of food for your restaurant and it's going bad if people don't buy and you're running out if you don't have enough. There's none of that with the online stuff. So you can change things if they're bombing. You can change it right away before you waste any more money on traffic, and put in a new challenger that's going to do better. And you can really start making this happen. So my suggestion is get started. Follow this outline, get those tools. If you can, get a good coach ASAP, because that'll make a world of difference to have somebody in your corner with experience that can tell you, no, 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 don't do that. Trust me, I've done this. This is what'll happen. Instead, do this. That'll protect you, whatever it is. And it really makes a big, big difference, in your marketing. So that's it for List Magic. Just do it, get started.
Well, Mike, I can't thank you enough for this. This is going to help a lot of people, I can see already. Um, Golden information here, a lot
Mm.
of nuggets that people don't know about, and I see a lot of people making mistakes with. And it would really be great to save people the trouble of falling on their face when they get started, too, all the new people. So thank you so much. This is awesome.
You're very welcome. I appreciate it.
And Mike, where can they get in touch with you to find out more wonderful stuff that you do?
All right, so my main site is mikecowles.com, and they can go there and they can find my different products, affiliate program, training, coaching, all that good stuff. And I do have a weekly training that's free as well. So if you're just interested in, getting some of that training without necessarily having to spend any money, then that's going to be a good option as well.
Well, I want to say from personal experience that Mike, you always over deliver. I know that for a fact, and the free information is incredible. It's awesome, but everything I've ever bought, it's always been over delivered from you. So I can say that it's well worth it.
Great, thank you
So,
so much. I appreciate that. That's a big part of my goal. So, and for the person listening to this as well, whether you heard about this from Sally or myself or found it online from a friend, Sally is really a great person to begin with, and she's also somebody that's making a lot of very intelligent choices and moving forward and building her list as well. So hang on to her coattails, watch her, see what she's doing, and get on our list if you're not already.
Thank you, Mike. Appreciate that.
Sure, sure. You're very welcome. So have a great rest of the day, Sally. I appreciate you taking the time to interview me and go through this and to share this with your people.
Thanks, Mike, very much. You have a great day too.
All right, take care.
Take care.